Welcome to our post-game press conference. Our best player, Jason Castro, and we also have our winning coach, Coach Chot Reyes. Jason, again, you made crucial baskets, crucial plays towards the end to have a more comfortable lead. Talk about itong iyong takeover mentality, lalo na pag kailangan ng big shots ng iyong kupunan.
Kung makita mo yung defense nila kasi alos nakadinay na kay Mikey. So, as a veteran, kailangan ko talaga mag-take over kasi may nakita ko mga binibigay nilang shot. So, yun. And then, explain lang din namin yung defense nila. At the same time, yun nga. Nabutasan namin. So, buti lang pumasok yung 3-point ko.
Jason, I remember you saying na gusto mo magkaroon ng legacy to have the most number of championship in with the TNT franchise. How do you feel at this point of your career? Balik ka ng finals, you have another chance to add a championship for your team.
As a player, kahit sino naman, di ba? Almost mag-14 years, going for 15 years na ako dito sa team na to. Yun yung mentality ko to win another championship. At the same time, yun nga, yung legacy ko dito. Yun yung gusto ko maging example para sa mga bagong darating na player dito. So, another chance na naman. Hopefully, makakuha. Kasi, yun nga, ito yung chance namin yung All-Filipino lagi na makakuha ng championship. So, sana.
Coach Chot, you score an average of around 95 points per game. Ang Magnolia 91. This is an extremely low-scoring game. Talk about the defense that you have to play and the defense that you had to overcome to close out this series.
Yeah, we didn't really talk too much about our offense because we said we scored almost 100 points the last game and still we lost. So clearly, we had our problem in the last game was defense. So that's all we talked about yesterday in practice and today in the pregame. And the other team, Magnolia, was just outworking us. And I'd like to say that we did some brilliant coaching moves or adjustments. We didn't. It was just the players resolving not to allow the other players of the other team outwork them. And I think the best manifestation of effort is defense. How well you defend against a super offensive powerhouse like Magnolia. For us to be able to hold them under 80 was huge for us. So in the end, it was about effort, and the most concrete example of that effort is just in our desire to play defense.
Mm-hmm. Coach, you win the series 4-2. All games were hard-fought games. What is it that you appreciate the most about your players in this particular series that you also wish to see in the finals?
I think their unity, their teammanship. I'm a big believer of this that great teamwork overcomes a lot of these mistakes, difficulties, even bad coaching decisions. Great teamwork is able to withstand that, overcomes that. So I think through all of the ups and downs of this series, the players always came together, huddled, talked among themselves, and found ways to give each other strength, give each other power. They drew energy from each other. Whether it's a guy like Jason who plays 30 plus minutes or other guys who don't get much minutes, I think that's just their ability to come together really as a team. Our team really, if you look at them individually, I think the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So that's the thing that I most appreciate.
For Jason, nakasama mo sa hirap at sa ginhawa si Coach Chot from TNT to Gilas. Sabi nga, hindi lahat na nangyayari sa loob ng locker room ay naibabalita. Now going to the finals with Coach Chot, anong pakiramdam na magkasama ulit kayo in this another battle?
Sobrang sarap kasi, yun nga, kung makita nyo yung career ko, since rookie year ko, siya yung nag-drop sa akin. So, malaking tiwala niya sa akin. So, kailangan kong suklian lahat yun. at the same time yun nga, alam naman namin kung ano yung isa't isa. Kahit minsan hindi yun nakita na nagsasagutan kami. Pero yun yung part nung pagiging ano namin, parang yun nga, parang hindi na coach at saka player yung trait namin sa isa't isa. Siya yung parang naging mentor ko na at saka si Jimmy. So yun, kailangan lang talagang maglaro na maayos para sa kanya talaga. At
Coach
the same
Chot,
time, syempre sa team.
Coach Chot, your thoughts on the same question?
Yeah, that's a lot of things. Some things we cannot say here publicly, but I think the relationship, and I was gone from this game for 9 years from the PBA, and the one thing that I missed most really was the relationship with the players. You know what goes on inside the dugout. That's the one thing I miss most, and I think the relationship that we've built with Jason, to the extent that I can yell at him, pwede ko siya pagalitan sa loob ng court, and he'll take it. He can yell back at me, and I'll take it. Hindi ako nagdadamdam, hindi ako nagtatampo. Siya rin, pag sinabihan ko siya, di rin siya. And I think that's the mark of a true leader. He'll be the first one to say in the practice the next day, that's my bad, that's my fault. That, for example, his man scores on him a lot, he'll own up to it and he'll man up to it. And that's a perfect example, a great example for the rest of the team. If you see Jason Castro doing that, then it's contagious, right? And my big belief is that positive leadership is contagious. So that's the kind of relationship that we have built over the years.
Now we open the floor to questions from the media.
Yeah, I think Glenn was the barometer in this series. Every time he played well, we won a game. And there were the games where he was absent. And hindi nyo alam, Glenn is my gym buddy. After workout, kami palagi, we do extra work in the weights room after. And again, the conversations there are beyond basketball. And it's just a coach-player relationship built on trust. So he knows that he has the green light to shoot or to make a decision. He'll shoot it if it's free. If not, he'll drive it. And then I give him the tough assignments. Remember the game that we lost against NLEX, last second shot of Trojano? That was on Glenn. I gave him that assignment, but Trojano scored on him. And still, he'll get Polly, he'll get Maroka, he'll still get those assignments because yun yung trust, yun yung tiwala ko sa kanya. And I think when a player feels that way, then it allows them to give them the freedom to play. So Glenn knows, all of the players in our system know that they can play. They can play, and the only mistake they will make is if they don't try. If they don't work hard, if they allow their man to outwork them, that's when I take it personally. And that's what they know that. But other than that, if they miss shots, if they make turnovers, it's part of the things that we do. It's part of the trust that we built, and hopefully that trust can carry us to 4 more wins. We need 4 more wins. We're happy to be in the finals. Don't make no mistake, but whoever goes through in that series, it's going to be a tough one. I think it was Coach Eric Spolstra who said, unless you've been here, you'll really never know what it's like. Unless you've been in this kind of cauldron, you really don't know. Like you said, the intensity. It's just off the charts. So, and that intensity can lends to passionate and physical play. But we're very careful to draw the line. And I always tell my players, if you make a foul, this is the playoffs. You know, there are playoff fouls, but nothing dirty, nothing meant to help, nothing meant to hurt. And but there's always a thin line, di ba? Sid, there's always a thin line where you want players to go all out, passionate, intense. Well, we have to be able to draw the line with, we don't want to hurt people. We don't want to cause damage to other players. But that's just a testament to the intensity of the game, and it's manifesting in the physicality when players are going after each other. Players are trying to fight through screens. Players are getting faked off, and so. In the end, that's why we work out so hard to be in shape. That's why our fitness is very important, because aside from the cardio requirements, the physicality can really take its toll.
What is the remaining set in the Mercedes? How big is the marketing?
Wow, it's very big for us. As you can see, we've got a lot of players who are banged up. So that extra break is going to come in really, really handy. Not only to rest, but also to prepare, to really watch. I haven't really taken a look at the other series. I've caught glimpses here and there. Now at least we can take a look.
What's your assessment? San Miguel or
It's going to test our versatility, because each team presents a different problem. We all know the problem San Miguel presents with Junmar, with their size, right, and their overall talent. And then Meralco presents a different kind of problem with their scrappiness and the way they play defense. And their wingmen are they have great size in the wing position. Meralco doesn't post their wingmen up, doesn't post their bigs up, they post their wingmen up. So that's a completely different approach, a completely different problem for us. And us, we like to play small, right? So it presents a different problem for us. So magkaiba, and I think the fact that it's 3-3 shows you just how even it is. So for us, very different problem. Kaya maski sino yun, we're really going to be tested.
Last season, yung mag-travel yung run mo of the players in minutes mo. Time sa finals ka, coded to go to guy, especially nga yung teams sa defense. Ibang bago
kasi alos lahat naman nakapokus kay Mikey, so kailangan tumulong talaga on offense. At the same time, yun nga, as a point guard, kailangan ko rin silang i-set up. And then, for me, yung offense second na lang pero yung i-orchestrate lang yung offense namin, yun yung importante sa akin. And then, mabigyan ng mga wide open shot yung mga wing guy namin at saka yung big guys namin. Malaking tulong na sa akin yun. Siguro this series, yun nga, may mga nakita lang ako na opportunity na kaya ngayon contribute sa team. So siguro yun nga, yung offense this series, nakita ko na kaya kong umiscore ulit para makatulong sa team. So kumonek naman.
Yang ka na naman.
Your initial thoughts on this opportunity to break out of your time and be able to do that for the post?
Honestly, I'm not thinking about it. I was surprised when I found out about it last year. I'm not really thinking about it. It's cool. It's a great achievement. But that's something that we will need to win the 4 games first before we get there. Maybe I can think about it much later if we get a chance. But right now, hindi ko talaga iniisip. It's a blessing. Like I said, I've been away from this game for 9 years to get to the finals of the All-Filipino back-to-back. Really is, I would like to think the experiences that I've gained in those 9 years away from the PBA game, I think has helped me. But really, it's the players who are putting in the effort. They're the ones who are making it possible. And I'm sure Coach Baby will agree. All we can do as coaches is to set the table and the conditions for our players. In the end, it's the players. So for me, the significance of that is that I've done a good job in empowering my players and allowing them to do what they do best. Sa akin, yun ang significance.
All right. Congratulations, Coach
Thank you,
Jason,
thank you, thank you.
and thank you very much.